What's up guys, this is Magnolia Mo and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video we are going to discuss Equalizer 1, 2 and 3, the 3-movie collection. Two of the movies on this particular disc have the IMAX Enhanced certification. So Equalizer 2 and Equalizer 3. And what do I mean by IMAX certification? Let's find out. Alright, so before we get into the actual review of this disc, I do want to let you guys know that I am working on an Oppenheimer review with some accompanying base tests, and then I'm also working on a video where I talk about Joe and Tell's spatial audio calibration toolkit. That's not a review, that is primarily how I use the spatial audio calibration toolkit to validate what I have set up in my system and how useful that is. There are two videos that I'm working on it, so if you are interested in the content that I share and in my upcoming videos, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Alright, so now let's get on with the review for Equalizer 3-movie collection. When it comes to IMAX Enhanced certification, everything in the chain, right? So starting with your processor needs to have an IMAX Enhanced certification so that it can process the IMAX audio. From a video standpoint, your display needs to be IMAX Enhanced certified, which means that the projector or the TV needs to have an IMAX Enhanced mode. Obviously, the content, needs to have that IMAX Enhanced logo on the disc. According to IMAX, your speakers also need to be IMAX Enhanced certified, right? So Polk Audio definitive technology speakers that are Dolby Atmos capable are IMAX Enhanced certified. So from a content perspective, right? So what does it mean when you have an IMAX Enhanced logo on the disc, right? What that means is film now has been remastered with the filmmaker's direction and uses IMAX's digital media recording technology for reduced noise and grain. So the image is cleaner, it's sharper, and it's basically IMAX's secret sauce, right? From an audio standpoint, you get the accompanying DTSX soundtrack, and also you get the IMAX aspect ratios, right? So those are the pluses, and those are basically so-called benefits of the IMAX certification. Equalizer 3, the runtime is 1 hour 49 minutes. The aspect ratio for this particular movie is 239:1, so you are going to have black bars even though it is IMAX certified. The source format is 4.6K. The digital intermediate is 4K. Obviously, the audio was IMAX 6-track, Dolby Digital, and Dolby Atmos, right, for your sound mixes as far as theaters are concerned. This particular disc has the DTSX accompanying track, which then, if you have an IMAX processor, the processor will recode it and use the IMAX DTS sound, right, to enhance your audio experience. So for audio and video, I'm just going to focus on the Equalizer 3 because that is the latest movie in this trilogy, okay? From a video perspective, I love the video presentation, right? So I've watched this movie in Dolby Vision and in the IMAX Enhanced mode, and it doesn't matter, like if you have Dolby Vision, it looks superb. With IMAX Enhanced, I think the image is a little cleaner. The black levels do get a little darker without sacrificing the shadow detail. The daytime shots are amazing, and then the nighttime shots have plenty of shadow detail and crispiness, right, to them. You don't lose any of the texture, right, in the overall the color is vibrant. Daytime shots, right, of southern Italy by the sea, the mountains, the castles, and the churches, they all look superb throughout the movie. I mean, I have to say, this is a Sony transfer, so we're spoiled, right? So this one, in my opinion, takes it another notch above, right? Especially with the IMAX Enhanced video engaged. There is a scene in the beginning of the movie when mafia boss arrives at his home and to this carnage, and he's actually walking down the stairs, right, to the I believe it's the basement, and he walks past this textured concrete wall on his left. That's one of the scenes I could actually actually pick out the difference between IMAX Enhanced versus Dolby Vision or HDR, even HDR, right? The texture on the wall, you could actually you could feel it, right? You could feel it, and even the walls, you know, or the blood on the walls when they're walking through, you can, to me it's clearer and it's cleaner, maybe because of the digital noise reduction, I don't know. It does look and appear to be a solid transfer, and then on top of that, you enhance it with the IMAX Enhanced video mode, it looks superb, right? So for video, you know, this is one of those movies, you know, that I can watch again and again because I love the presentation, I love the color, I love the black levels, the skin texture, everything is perfect, right? So I'm gonna go with a 9.5 for video on this particular movie.
Settimana, mi devi fare incazzare, lo sai, sì.
Alright, from an audio standpoint, all the dialogue is very clear. So let's start with one of the scenes, you know, earlier in the movie. This to me stands out, you know, as a good scene if you want to demo a center speaker.
And you said you didn't know.
I don't know.
Only a good man would have said that.
So now let's switch to the height channel usage, right? So at the 26-minute mark, that whole scene, I'm gonna play it, and it's just my height speakers playing, and you can hear there's music, and obviously my sub's going too, but that's how active the height channels are. Scene 6, where the local mafia is emptying a building. They're throwing people out of, forcefully throwing people out of a building, and there's this poor guy who's thrown out in his wheelchair. But first you hear, you know, all the commotion up in the height speakers, because that's where people are. People are, you know, in the building above you. That's a very dynamic height effect scene, in my opinion. That's scene 6. You can actually hear dialogue on the height speakers, and then same scene, the audio bitrate is gonna jump to 9.1 or higher, I think. And then there is scene 13. There is an explosion in this scene, and I mean, it's pretty deep, the explosion, but the effect, overall effect in your height speakers, your subwoofer, all your channels is really great. It went from front to back. Alright, so I hope I was able to portray or relay what I heard and what I saw on this particular disc. I did watch it initially when it first came out on streaming on the Sony Bravia Core app, and that was IMAX Enhanced, but 5.1 DTS as your base track, right, on that one. And it, even then, you know, the dialogue sounded just like it sounded through the through this particular disc. The only thing that I was missing was the height effects. The way to really watch it is to watch it in the DTSX, the IMAX enhanced mode, in my opinion. So for audio, I'm gonna give this a 9.7 because I love the audio on this movie. I'm gonna tell you to experience it for yourself. See if you agree. If you don't agree, you know, leave me your comments. But again, this is my opinion. So I hope you guys like this video. As usual, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.